I turn on my YouTube, just go on, YouTube, and then I see ASMR, Todd Hutchings.
Did you see my cats?
Yeah.
I got a good one. I got an ASMR video coming out. Well, I haven't made it yet, but I got one that.
Don't tease it. Don't tease too much. Don't say too much. You can tease, but don't.
You're going to kill yourself for not thinking of it. I'm telling you, there's going to be 50 arm wrestling YouTubers out there going, I could have done that. I hate it when people do shit before I invent it.
I have to think real hard about it. Yeah, but.
Oh, you won't think of it. I'm telling you, but it is it's gonna be classic. It's gonna make me famous.
Okay. Yeah. I love your videos where like before predictions. You're like, well, the war of like when you were pulling Lachlan, Emu War, all those things. Yeah. Real good. You have some good sense of humor.
I'm funny as hell.
Yeah, but you put it down for the last 3 days. You were so angry. We're living in the same room. We're roomies, and I was afraid you might kill me.
That's not true.
That was the first thing he texted me when he got up here.
Yeah.
Well, when I first got here,
I sent my location.
If something, you can find me.
What was weird was
half an hour.
I got here Thursday, checked into the room. And this is what it looked like. It was nice, right? I took a video of it. Look out the window. I couldn't see, but I mean, it was a nice room. Went to dinner, came back, and there was another bed. So when I walked in, there was 3 beds in my room. And I go, oh, hell no. I don't know what was going on. I said, oh, hell no. About an hour later, the hotel came and took that extra bed. So I go, okay, I made a mistake. I think the Swedish girls had an extra bed.
Okay.
And then, so I went to bed, and like 3 hours later, he comes in.
I'm knocking, because I know he's sleeping. Looks like an angry monster, so yeah.
But maybe you miss a chance to have 2 Swedish girls in your room.
Oh, I can only disappoint women one at a time. 2 is going to be too much. But when I hear someone working up, I mean, it's not that I got people chasing me back home and making me scared, but I was going, shit, oh, I'm in a country that doesn't have guns.
Yeah, that would be cool. But today you're a completely different person. You were a man on mission till yesterday.
I'm collecting countries.
Yeah, well.
I got 2 countries now.
You got like if Bulgaria had rings, you have 3 of them, yeah.
I own Bulgaria and Australia now. I need a good Asian country for summertime.
Asia.
Kazakhstan.
Something on an ocean, not all beach. Something on the river, on the ocean.
Yeah, so if any ideas, please leave a comment. We'll figure it out. But let's talk about yesterday.
Back to subject. Yeah. Todd Hutchings, Yordan Tsonev. 3, no?
Yordan?
First thing what I received was a message from Lachlan, and he wrote that he's so happy that Yordan received same treatment as he did.
I got a message from Lachlan too. I was still in the auditorium when I got a message from Lachlan.
Yes.
But it makes actually feel you better that you understand that you are not the one who is so weak. And you see like buff world champion, 100 kilo class arm wrestler who is just won world championship, who just won probably one of best or strongest Russians in the same class, and you look and he looks. I wouldn't say worst against. It's sometimes hard to compare better or worse what you look on table, but he didn't look that he is able to do something against you.
Yeah. No, when I pull a tournament, if I get beat, I hope that guy wins. I would rather lose the first place than somebody who got like 6th.
Exactly.
So it's like, if you beat me in a tournament, I'm cheering you on the whole time.
If you lost to someone, you're looking, hopefully he will win. At least I lost the best one here.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how you felt? Easy day?
Yeah, I knew he was sticky here. So I thought it would drop into a hook, and I just wanted to finish it. So I put my foot up on the leg of the table.
I saw that you put your leg on the side.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to hang there, but I think because when you pull somebody for the very first time and you don't, and you can watch all the videos you want, but I watched him pull a lot of people I haven't pulled in a long, long time. So I still didn't know, but the last match I kind of knew where we were. In the end, I could have been a lot more patient.
But before we talked with Engin, with Krasimir, we did some live streams with Zarstin Liliv together, and they all were quite sure that Tsonev will be able to get in the center and get that position, that you will be in the defensive position and you will be the one who will hold. But there was no moment in fight that we saw that that you were in defensive position. You were all over and winning side pressure. And Krasimir, who has pulled you and who knows Yordan very well, and he was sure that Yordan will take the center.
I haven't lost a hook match in a long time. I mean, I have. I mean, it's been like big guys.
Yeah, you know? not against someone around your weight.
Not my weight class. I don't think I've lost a 100 or 110 kilo hook match in years. You know, no, I was worried he's gonna start top rolling. That's what the whole time I'm up there was. If he top rolls, let go. If he top rolls, let go.
You know? He tried on the last round.
He went for more outside moves and.
Very surprised, but that's what you do. When you're getting buried, you know. You need to try. So.
It's hard to it's too late to open a new book, you know, when you're halfway through school, but.
Yeah.
You can compare somehow Yordan, Krasimir, Sasho. You have pulled them all, or it's different shapes, different time.
Yeah, and I saw Yordan beat Krasi in practice. I would still think Krasi would beat Yordan, and Yordan would beat Sasho. I think I would rank them that way, but I've got footage of Krasi bouncing off Yordan. So, but you know, when I pulled Krasi, it was a long time ago. So I was smaller, and I've gotten better since then. So it's hard for me to judge, you know. But Krasi doesn't stop here, you know. And I've seen Yordan sit there for like 20 seconds, and that when I watched that was scary because I tell people don't get here. It's impossible to get your arm out, and then I watch a kid get his arm out and beat like 6 people. That made me nervous. Because I was afraid it was going to go bam, and then I was just going to bounce off it, you know. Yeah, that was.
Strong.
And we also saw in the fight with Sergey, with Bogoslav, that his endurance level is great. He can pull for a long, and if he stops someone, maybe it could be long day for both of you.
Yeah, I watched that video. It just looped when I'm working out. That video's just put the sounds down, but I just watched that video I probably watched that video 100 times. You know?
Bringing all the views for that.
Yeah, but once again, exactly. I made somebody a whole bunch of money because the ads would play. Because if you're lifting weights, you can't skip them.
I'll buy this. I'll buy this.
But then again, that's another guy I don't know. I mean, everybody can look strong, but until you actually pull them, you don't know.
Yeah. So,
in Europe, Haji Murat, maybe you would run to revenge. Rustam Babayev, another one we could talk.
I got to get those guys in the straps.
I know
in the
that.
straps, I changed that story.
And with Rustam, you probably this super explosive start for Rustam is biggest trouble for you in a slow game.
Yeah, I would rather pull a big, strong guy than a small, fast guy because it's like boom. It's just frustrating, you know, when you get off the table and you didn't do anything.
And another name, Ivan Matushenko.
Yeah, I think Ivan is maybe Ziranov in a good shape.
Those
are names in Europe people have been saying for years, like possible. And right now I think Matushenko is he's stylistically quite interesting again.
He's still not there, I guess. I don't know where it is. He didn't compete in Worlds. He competed with luck.
Because he didn't qualify in Russian nationals with right arm.
He said still he had some issues. Yeah. So I don't know who else. Like Hook. You know, there might be different styles, but we just want to see Hook War. This is not what I'm paying. I'm paying for Hook War.
Ron Bath gave you your money, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Zurab.
That was a great match. I think the call was terrible. There should have been a restart. They could have ended it differently. It really, at that point, it didn't matter who wins, but it was so weird.
Yeah, I talked a lot in the live stream about that I didn't understand why they stopped the fight, and okay, referees are referees, and they are always right. But it was quite strange decision for me as well. But, and I asked Engin, and he like.
We talked with Ron. Ron's like, they're getting me again. I'm like, well, that's the only way they can get you.
Yeah.
Ron looked very impressive.
You have already some plans for next fights?
I go to California in March. I pull Chant Shaw in April, and I pull Marcio in October. So,
Marcio is interesting.
May, June, July, and August are wide open.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah. You already can name some prize for that, or
if I can
have some
drive,
prize
$600, and if I can drive there, we'll.
Yeah.
If I got to get on an airplane, we got to talk. But if I can drive, it's a bargain at any price.
If it's in walking distance, even better.
You can come to my house and I'll do it for $1,000.
Yeah. Todd, what keeps you in sport? Because we all understand it's not the money. It's not the money you can earn with arm wrestling and time you spend in trainings, in workouts, and everything. It's
for me, it's a credit card debt and alimony payment, so it is money.
Yeah, but still, usually time you spend in a sport and trainings, if you invest same time in some, I don't know, job or work, maybe you can earn more. Or
it's not yet. I got something on the side that may pay off way better than arm wrestling, but with patents and everything else, it takes time to line stuff up. But once you've been training in arm wrestling, it already fits into your lifestyle, so it doesn't feel like extra work if you've been doing it, for 15 years. It's just, you just get up at 3 or 3:30 in the morning, you work out. It's just part of your day. So
it is, yeah, it is. I feel same. Well, and what it is with Americans, like if you watch from East or European side or Asian side, there was someone I don't know, over 40, or everyone was 30 or under 30, and
yeah.
We've been having this discussion for ages. My last hypothesis is so European style of arm wrestling is fast and explosive, and American style is a lot of pulling before start. So I think the older you get, there's more time you have to set in, the stronger you pretty much get. Everyone, even with Sweden, you're gonna get in a long match.
Cvetan Geszewski, talk about.
You're dead. You
Pascal Gerard,
it doesn't matter. But in Europe, they change so fast because speed wins. No one gets in those long matches because you out so quick.
Yeah.
In USA, I feel like you cannot access that speed most of the time. Some guys are still explosive because they're super explosive, but everyone else has to come down to that level. So it takes more time to develop. That's what I'm thinking. Because anything else really doesn't make sense. Because it's not like, you don't have a generation of 30-year-olds. You have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not.
But can this generation of 30 years old do against some of, I don't know, I have to say your generation?
Yeah,
or
that is odd. There's two things there. One, people like me and John and Ron, if you consider us top in America, we don't have
You're not
people we've mentored to make champions. There's other Americans that will be champions, but they're not being coached by us. And American style of arm wrestling practice is slow grinding pulls. It's those long strength-based arm wrestling where if we actually took it seriously, went to practice and practiced official ref grip ready go, we would develop speed and hits too, but we don't practice that way.
But if we even we would take a top 10 list in USA, is there someone under 40 even? And if we will take
RVJ's probably not. RVJ's probably close to 40, I would guess. Let's see who else.
We will take Michael Todd, Travis Bagent, Dave Chaffee,
all
you,
over 40, yeah.
John, Ron, and even some middleweight, lightweights. Craig Tullier, I don't know. We don't need to talk about with Alan Fisher or.
We just think that's odd.
And if we take European top 10 heavyweights, there is no one over 40. There is.
Yeah.
And even here, like everyone is in 20s, early 30s.
Yeah. So if you're going to arm wrestle, go to Europe. arm wrestle through your 20s and 30s, then come to America.
Exactly.
And you can arm wrestle through your 50s. You can have two careers.
Yeah. And there is something in USA, and it's quite strange. In Europe, in any weight class, in a top 10, if we will take, maybe we will find someone over 40. Yeah. Maybe someone, but that's it.
It's a small chance that someone is there, over 40. Because it's speed.
Well, if Prudnik moves to Los Angeles, he will be your 40-year-old European.
Maybe I could make this, huh? 50 years.
It's just strange,
No, I'm not saying they are not strong.
No. We're just
older Europeans, I could say,
generation should change.
Yeah.
Like I said to John, usually it takes 10 years for a new generation to come in. You get it. John's sitting there for 4 decades.
Yeah.
It's like, hi guys, I'm still here.
Or just this older generation is so specific, so strong that it's impossible to, just not.
Yeah, but we're training people. I mean, we practice with people.
Exactly.
We train with people.
Exactly.
I answer questions every day. So somebody, hopefully I'm helping somebody. Somebody should be getting better. I don't know, maybe how old's Derek Smith? Maybe he's our young guy.
Yeah. 27 maybe?
Yeah.
30?
All the build, all the potential is...
For sure. Maybe Corey West.
Corey West
is young.
But still, when they try to scratch doors, okay, Derek just won Tim, but we don't know how good Tim was after the long layup. But again, when they try to scratch door with you or someone, you're just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go away.
Well, he can have when I leave, he can have my chair.
Yeah, but
I'm currently in my chair.
That's not the same. That's not the same. In Europe, we're just like boom, next one. It's just strange. We're just maybe we wanted to ask your opinion.
Well, Rustam's been around for a while. Rustam and Hadzi have been around for a while.
but no one of them is over 40.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Haji is born, they both are same
37, 38?
Born 82, they are like a year or two younger than I am. So,
but 40,
this year or next year, 40.
I think, of course, it's genetic outliers. Some people are special, Even Giannis is 40.
I'm born 81.
Okay, so... You're
66.
still competing at top.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
no, but
I was in 9th grade when you were born. I'm gonna be your babysitter.
That's when Ron was pulling. I was talking on live stream, and he pulled Efe from Turkey. Efe is 26 or 27. Yeah. So Ron was winning world championships already, and then every possible title when Ron wasn't even born, and same John, and so it's strange. It's just strange for me.
It's a different approach.
It's a cool sport that we can do that.
Yeah, and when John retirement or not retirement, but he was not active, and then someone 57 years old says that I will come out of retirement and I will win again. It seems for me like, is it possible?
Yeah. And then he dominates.
Exactly.
Dominates.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What you have to say about John and Hadjimurat?
That first match is what I was expecting. For John to go into a hook twice, I didn't expect that. John looked good. I was expecting John to top roll every time. I mean, I know Hadzi said he was going to top roll John, but I just John's hand is still strong. He didn't lose a lot off that hand. John's match with Devin showed John kept his hand. Devin was just too strong. But that was impressive.
John was in cruise control.
Yeah. Are we back to situations that maybe only one who could win you in USA is John again, or the one who could have a chance?
Yeah. We should put some money together and find out.
because we haven't seen you and John for a long.
No, we live a long ways away from each other now. We don't practice together anymore.
Exactly.
When I saw John pulling Chance and Paulin, I said, I could beat him. When I saw John pulling Devin and Hadzi, I go, that guy looks tough. And we've pulled each other for a long time, so he knows. He could write a book how to beat me.
But same you.
Yeah, I know. He's got a couple of open windows in his house I could crawl through.
But that could be fun.
It's
It's same
else there is to
weight.
make? You know, he's beating up on kids all the time. You know, should beat up on someone you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, some of those kids are bigger than me too, so
It doesn't matter. Some kids. But yeah, it's I think that's one of the matches to make.
When was the last time you pulled John in competition?
Oh, in competition?
A long time.
Oh yeah, because once we started training together, we stopped pulling each other in competition because we would go together, like kind of like a team.
Yeah.
So maybe 2006 or 7 was the last time I pulled him in competition. Because shortly after that, we started. You know, I was pulling with him twice a week for years, and then we went to 3 Zlotys and Russia twice.
I think you were together in A1 in Zlotys, but none of those times you met each other really or pulled each other.
They would, and I think that was probably on purpose. I think they purposely, because I've been to tournaments in America where 2 guys from Sweden flew over next to each other and they pulled each other the first match.
round,
That's just rude. They should.
In our system, you cannot pull the same country except like if it's your country, it's 2 people. You cannot pull them except it's for medals.
Yeah,
the only time you can pull them.
That makes sense. They should, and we should have done that, but
yeah.
So maybe John Brzenk next.
John Brzenk, yeah, that's an interesting match. Do you think you can take Michael?
Michael Todd?
Yeah.
I think I can today.
I have to call him.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I will so Gennady Michael Todd today. I'm going to put on those pants that come up on my legs. I'm going to grow a beard and I'm going to do that.
And start talking Georgian.
Yeah, I'm going to start talking like Chewbacca on Star Wars.
Yeah. So Michael Todd and Gennady, did you expect it? What happened?
No, I thought Gennady. I think Gennady watched that Devin Michael Todd match a lot and just did it, you know. Because when Michael Todd stopped it, Gennady didn't lose his patience.
Yep.
He was calm and he got smart.
But just talking.
Yeah, and talking, you know. Because I think Gennady knew his arm was stronger, but he knew that once he'd stopped, he had to change. That was a textbook example. That was somebody who studied an opponent and implemented a plan.
Because he's been saying, like for years, even before all this, that he can beat Kingsmore. He's been saying this for years.
That was the time when Michael pulled against Andrei Pushkar and against Chefy, and when Michael pulled against Trubin and Sergei Tokarev, and Gennady was talking, I know how to beat Michael. I know. Yeah. I can do it. Set up.
No, that was really impressive.
The first thing Gennady, what he said was when he stepped back from stage. Gennady, and one more thing, I said I'm smart.
Yeah. He goes to me, he's like, I told you I'm smart. I know.
He's smart, but it takes some strength to be able to stabilize that and bring that hand without letting go and getting dumped on that.
Yeah, I was surprised that Gennady had so good hand control. Yeah. Maybe just Hermes did look him bad, and
I think Hermes' hand is just better.
Or it's different styles, different arms.
When someone top roller takes your hand, it looks like you have nothing there. But he's just better. Just maybe 1%, maybe less. That's it.
Yeah, and Michael's not trying to flop your hand over. No. He's just holding you there so you can. But a top roller is trying to turn your palm up. It's hard to get out of that. But Gennady. Hell, smart boy.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a textbook example.
He did everything you have to do against Michael Todd.
Yes, he did.
Can you do that?
No.
But today,
I will grind it out. I will.
Yeah.
I want to give the fans what they want. I'm not some flashy guy who just wants to collect the money and go home. I want to make sure the fans are happy. So, long matches is what I deliver.
You're not like Hermes in a conference. Do you know how to beat King's move? See?
That was real good. Any other match from yesterday that really got your attention? Jacques and Betkili?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy is so impressive. I love that guy to tie up Oleg like that.
He was
he was probably the most impressive because I've pulled Oleg and I'm not in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got nothing.
2013 in Las Vegas.
Oh, that guy was impressive. That was probably my favorite. I mean, that was somebody who was just tough kid.
Yeah, there was. It's so hard to deal with all that mass.
Yeah.
But he was getting tired.
He was, but I mean, he was
fine. Look, but Killy was like just drinking water, just like, what today, you know.
He's not that far. I mean, he what he learned, he can go back and probably fix that.
But also a few more rounds.
Yeah.
And I think it was getting closer and closer with each round, with every fight, every grip. It was.
But Killy doesn't look at all.
He does not.
Him and Zurab are total opposites.
Yeah,
complete opposites. But we know him from World Europeans. He's been pulling for years. He's one of those guys that's hard to finish, and he's in the match. He gets you get him here, and he just sits there for hours.
Yeah.
He stays here until you basically break, and he gets you back. And now it was, what was the last? There was some weird call at the end, I guess, in this match too, or it was a good pin. I forgot.
The last one?
Yeah, because I remember there were two weird calls. One was Ron versus Zurab, and who was the second one? Or this was clean. I can't remember.
That kid.
We were talking with
16 matches. I don't remember anything.
Probably too much gin and tonic for you.
No, I remember when I first started running Oleg, I was being the other people in my weight class. We said, nobody's going to beat. No, I mean that weight class is dead for decades.
3 weight classes.
And to see Bakili, that now the class is really dead. There's no. I mean that kid is good. Wow, that was impressive.
But that was at 19. So I remember right before the accident, he was way ahead of everyone. He could beat everyone. It's not the same job.
No, a year or two from now, he might be back to killing everybody.
Yeah.
I think he's on that bad, The hand is still good, the technique is still there.
Because he even seemed down. Like, I sat next to him in the press conference and saw him, right? He didn't walk around like that peacock he used to be when he beat everybody in the world.
But he said that's a plan. I want to be, again, one of best in the unlimited weight class.
Yeah.
He can.
If he can achieve that, what the story.
Yeah.
What a great story.
Yeah, he's got both those people have very bright futures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Back to Todd Hutchings, 55 years old.
Yep.
And getting stronger.
Every day.
Every week. Exactly.
Every week.
Max effort.
I add a little weight to it every week. You know, if I don't, I change something and I get back to getting stronger every week.
Yeah, change exercise and do another thing and beat new personal best. How long it can go like this?
To be honest, I'm surprised it went this long. But right now, things are, every once in a while, things just click. Your personal life smooths out. You get your nutrition, your weight training right, and that's where I'm at right now. A year or two ago, I couldn't do anything right. Nothing was working. So I don't know. I probably got 3 more years, probably.
You think it's best version of you, or stronger than ever?
Me now would definitely beat me from 10 years ago. Yeah, there's no doubt. So.
Sure looks like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have 3 years from now. I'm gonna have a top roll. You'll be impressed. It'll be slow,
but it'll be there.
But it'll be there. It'll be like a glacier. It'll be like 3 feet forward and 2 back. 3 feet forward and 2 back.
I already see in many fights that you are actively working with pulling with your back, and your tater is holding good, and you add good rotation to your hook. And many are talking about your side pressure strength, or it's great, but also in those deep hook fights you always win your rotation. You always get your opponent under, and then you are not only good with your side pressure, but you are putting opponent in bad position to use your side pressure.
It's getting there.
So it's not only like just a brutal side pressure strength.
I guess you're okay.
I'm alright. Want to pat my head?
Decent. Like in chat, you're decent.
decent.
Not too shabby. That's what I'm going for. Not too shabby.
You
Don't want to be one of these flashy 10,000 subscriber YouTubers.
Someone looks back at your career and they're like, "That's okay."
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a good run.
You got a run.
If he would have applied himself, he could have been great.
Yeah. And what about your YouTube channel? It's for fun. Some plans, maybe some extra.
I'm not making any money on it. I'm making like,
but
I could buy dinner twice a month on it.
Yeah,
but it's growing.
It's growing.
This weekend I went over 7,000 subscribers just this weekend.
More.
And and I cannot figure out what people will watch. You know, me brushing my cat. Like 1,000 views in 2 hours. I have no idea, you know. Me working out where I think I'm helping somebody, it's like nobody watches it. I cannot figure that out. I made videos here just jumping on the bed. And man, like everybody watched it. So yeah, I don't stop being nuts. You know? You're watching the wrong video.
but but seriously, if you want something from generally I would say arm wrestler who just won against strongest 100 kilo arm wrestler in the world, beat world champion 100 kilo. Subscribe to Todd's YouTube channel.
It's my
learn and watch lot of
workouts.
training videos, lot of great information. You can absolutely learn, and your training understanding and methodology, I would say, is one of top I have seen especially in USA. I am familiar with Westside Barbell system with Louis Simmons as well, and it's quite a lot similarities with Bulgarian, with Russian systems. I have studied, I have learned, and it's for me it's very understandable and reasonable system, and it's.
Yeah, I think you can. I mean, it's my version. I mean, I don't know what.
Yeah.
I think it's what Louis would tell me to do, but. Yeah, I'll lay it out there, and if I don't make it in the workout, I don't cut it out. You see me drop the weights if I don't hit it. So,
yeah, you know Louis personally?
I've talked to him on the phone and I've emailed him, but I've never like shaken his hand.
You have never been in his gym in Westside Barbell?
Not yet.
I watched Westside versus World like 10 times.
So did I.
10 times.
Yeah, there's he puts a lot of free stuff out, so that's why I do it because. When I called Louis, I was like two years into the sport, and I emailed him. He said, "Look, call me. I don't like emailing." So I called him, and his wife answered. Yeah. I said, "Hi, I'm Todd Hutchings. I live in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm an arm wrestler." He goes, "Oh, I'll get Louis." Louis got on the phone, and we talked. And I don't know shit about powerlifting, but I knew enough about his conjugate system and max day, and he just talked to me.
Yeah.
This guy trains professional football players and fighters and stuff. I mean, he trains people that make millions of dollars a year.
Business,
and I am losing $7,000 a year arm wrestling. And he talked to me for a long time, and I always remembered that. So when people text me or want to come by, I try to do what he did for me. And I said, "Yeah, I'll help you out."
Spreading the knowledge.
Yeah. He used to, on his website, he was writing articles going back, from the 90s. And when he would sign his article, he would put his phone number down, and that was his real phone number. So now it's on the internet. Millions of people a year can have that phone number that calls his gym. And more often than not, he'll answer.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's one of the pioneers of max effort, speed day, all that things. It's still widely used in powerlifting communities, especially in. With the fly suits and everything else, with the bench and deadlift. But still, one of the first videos I saw about training back in 2010, I think, were Louis Simmons videos. Yeah. And I was still doing, when I started my benching, speed day, everything. So it makes sense, It makes sense. Especially what we do in our wrestling.
It's easy to adapt,
It's in any strength sport. Those principles are the same everywhere.
Yeah. And there might be more efficient or faster ways, but if you're just starting out or someone like me, you just want something simple you can work with, it works. I mean, I haven't changed it in 18 years.
It's working for you.
Yeah.
We saw results yesterday. We are seeing that you are getting stronger. If you compare your lifts with 5, 10, 15 years ago, it's working for you.
Oh, I got a whiteboard in my gym. I know exactly what I was in. I got all my notebooks.
Yeah.
So, and all my even my like deadlift and squat is still going up. So.
Yeah, and I have said it for many times that the best technique is champion's technique, best training method is champion's technique, and if it's working, why to change something? Yeah, and you are changing. Actually, you are improving every time. You are rotating exercise. You are doing different things, but method is method is the same, and those principles you are using.
How many times do you pull?
About 6 times. Now that we're doing super matches, about 6 times a year. Well, if I was pulling tournaments, I'd practice a lot more.
Oh, okay.
But because after the match, I talked to Jordan a lot. He's pulling a couple of times a week. I said, look, I knew I was pulling you months ago.
Yeah.
I watched your videos. I got a 90%. I'm 90% sure what you're going to do. I train in the gym a little bit. I go to practice. I practice what I'm going to do against you. I don't need to practice that every week. You know I can learn how to arm wrestle in one practice. Then I just got to get stronger. Practice generates a lot of that soreness, and it makes you tired.
You know how to arm wrestle. You've been practicing for years.
Yeah. So I just need to know. Okay, if he's going to get I got to stop this kid from stopping me here. I don't need to practice top rolling, pressing, everything else. I need to know how to work on that one match, get a game plan down, and then I do that in practice, figure out what's weak, and then go into the gym and just set up a program that fixes that.
So you don't have table time regularly?
No.
There are two types of system generally in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Ones who pull every day
lots of table and little tables.
Look at
clearly Bulgarian system doesn't work.
Yeah. If you look Krasimir's system, they are pulling on table once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day. Arm wrestling, 3 times a day arm wrestling, and Yordan is from that system, and he's pulling every day, multiple times per day on table.
Yeah. See, I think that builds capacity, but not force.
Yeah.
And if you have a lot of force, you don't need a lot of capacity. It takes a lot of capacity to build a high force, but I would rather be 100 kilos for a second than 80 kilos for 50 seconds.
Yeah, it's same for me. I believe table time is important, and you have to work on that coordination, understanding, and all that table IQ, but without good strength training. And doing just on table all the time, same and same again.
I think it comes like this. So, if you're just starting, you need the table time should be the highest importance because you don't know how to arm wrestle, and so you're gonna lose just because you might be as strong, but you don't know how to arm wrestle. And as you progress, it changes. It should be like this.
Yeah, and as you get older, your training should change. If you're 10 years into the sport, you're doing the same thing you're doing 10 years ago, you're not very good. Because the stuff you needed to do 10 years ago isn't what you need to do now, because you worked on stuff.
Yeah.
So once that stuff comes up, put that on the shelf, go develop new stuff. You got to raise the whole ocean, not just one part of it.
But your general training volume is same as you did before?
Wednesday's been max day for about 18 years. And Monday's been speed day for about 18 years. But I do a lot more multi-spinner type work. I do a lot more high pulley, trying to train this, because in the super heavyweights, people are taller than me. But when I was in the middleweight, it was a lot more lower pulley wrist wrench stuff because I wanted to be here with people. But now, because I had people pulling me horizontal. Now I got people pulling me high. I mean, like Devin and Matt Mask will lift my elbow off the table, because they generate so much up and back. So I gotta be able to work on cupping my hip underneath the table and pulling down on them.
Yeah, still same training methods, still same principles.
The strategy's the same. The tactics are different.
You're changing some vectors, changing some exercise.
You took off for recovery.
I don't take any time off for recovery.
No, but before coming here, let's say.
I trained Wednesday.
When you hit your last max effort. When you hit your last max effort.
Last Wednesday, the Wednesday before, because I flew out on Wednesday. So the Wednesday before, a week before, I did a max effort. Sunday before, I deadlifted the most I've ever deadlifted. 315, 6 sets of 6. I've never done before. It took me 3 weeks to get there, and I did that the Sunday before I got on an airplane Wednesday. I did speed day on Monday. Tuesday was supposed to be back and road day, and I didn't do a full workout on Tuesday because I had between visas and getting PCR, getting COVID tests and everything else, and work was crazy. But I worked out Tuesday evening, drove to Chicago Wednesday morning, and got on an airplane. So I will usually work out within a day or two. And then when I got here, Friday morning, I got here Thursday. So Friday morning I worked out here with my band. So I did push-ups and hammer curls and stuff Friday morning.
It's actually good after travel to do some.
Just to make sure that, get your appetite.
Do you drop volume, intensity as the come?
No. When I get home, I'll go right back to where I was. I'll be home Wednesday. Wednesday will be max effort day. I'll look at the schedule, see what I'm supposed to do, and we'll try and set a PR Wednesday. Now, I won't hit it because my nutrition and sleep is also, but I'll try,
You have elbow pain?
I'll tell you what, I haven't had elbow pain in years, and I'm not taking painkillers either. Those JM presses will fix your elbows. I am to do your JM presses. There's no reason to complain about elbow pain anymore. It will take care of all of that. And I train my elbows hard. I mean, I'm hard on my elbows, and those JM presses will straighten that.
Yeah, but
maybe not enough.
No, it's not enough. There is no one perfect solution for everyone.
Yeah.
There isn't, and I don't know.
And it's helping for you, but it's.
But JM presses it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that JM presses are bad. They're a great exercise.
And I don't know. I do a heavy day and a volume day, and I'm still changing around. I don't think you have to do them, but I don't know the recipe, so I'm doing probably more than one of them's probably working better than the other. And I think the volume day is probably more important, but that heavy, because I'll max out on JM presses also.
1 rep max or?
I'll work up to a 1 rep max on a JM press, and I don't know which one, and I'm scared to stop one because I'm afraid it stops working. You know what I mean? So once if you're doing 10 things and it's working, you probably don't need all 10, but you don't want to kill the one that's important. If I had 10 people to coach, I could do experiments and I could figure it out, but I don't want to do an experiment on me. I don't want to lose a year, because I had a stupid idea.
All training is experiment.
Yeah.
That's how we learn.
But you'll feel them when you're doing them right. It'll hit those elbows and you'll get done and you won't feel, your shoulders will get a little flush and your triceps will, but you will feel that in those tendons when you're hitting them right. And you'll say, yeah, that's what I needed. That hits exactly where you're trying to massage that out. Those JM presses will hit that.
Should do more. I do it enough, but I don't think I do it.
I do a max day and I do 9 sets of 10. So I do a lot of volume, and I do a 1 rep max on Tuesdays, and I do 9 sets of 10 on Saturday. One of them's working. I don't know which one.
Or both.
Or they're both. Maybe.
Yeah. It's combination. Very often combination because it's good to do both of them. If you did deadlift, it was 7 days before competition, 8 days.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, it was 6 days.
Yeah, so it's actually almost intentional to do some one big narrow exercise before competition.
I know people tell you to take weeks off, but I am telling you, 9 out of 10 times or 8 out of 10 times, I will set a PR on max day. So if I'm getting stronger every week, why would I stop that 2 weeks out?
But max effort this time it's in general exercise.
That's on Sundays. On Wednesdays is my max effort. Yeah.
Because to hit max effort for specific, for example, some exercise which will damage your wrist, or it's still.
If your weight training is damaging you,
not damaging,
you're not getting stronger.
Yeah.
No.
If it hurts,
too much resources. Let's say like this, or can't find the right word. But if you do that Wednesday lift and Saturday you're competing.
And Wednesday, for example, you have to do some side pressure max effort.
See, I don't think so. I think if you were getting stronger every week, why would you stop that 2 weeks before a tournament? If 2 weeks rest makes you stronger, then you should work out every third. Then you should take 2 weeks rest between your workouts. If the rest was making you stronger, then you should rest while you're training. Because what you need is to build that power before competition.
But isn't, for example, Louis Simmons in his system, don't he use some transformation period before competition?
He does,
and he prepares for powerlifting?
And it's powerlifters. And powerlifters they're using big muscle groups, right? They're benching, deadlifting, and squatting. So they're tearing their whole body apart. But even then, he does that stuff on a wave. But the article I read, if your powerlifting meet is on Saturday, the Saturday before, his Saturday, I think his max effort squat day is on Sunday. I can't remember. But they don't stop training for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. No. I'm not talking about stop training. And I'm usually training till very last day as well.
Yeah.
Just changing my intensity, changing what I do, and like you said, some deadlift or big exercise. 5, 7, 6 days before competition, it's excellent.
It makes you feel good.
It's excellent.
I mean, you feel like shit that day.
It's suggested. and I have done even before competitions. At the morning before competition in Latvia, I have tested. I go to gym and I do a few sets of my squat, just close to max, just to turn my system on, and I feel good in competition.
Yeah, I'm
even right before.
I'm a firm believer in that. Yeah, it takes me it takes me about 60 to 90 minutes to warm up before a competition.
60.
But if I squatted, if I could go down and squat or something before, that would shorten that out.
Put that central nervous system active.
Yeah,
everything
else. And there are many examples in world of sports that, especially into other muscle groups.
Yeah.
Someone who use legs for upper body, some overhead press or bench press. Someone who use arms again for legs to have this impact on neural system, and it works great. So it is some science behind, and you said you hit your max effort, and probably it's just you have found what's working for you.
I know it works for Todd.
Yeah,
that's why
there are other ones who need maybe this week or something rest.
Oh, of course. You got to figure you got to figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
And as you get better, it'll change. So you got to constantly find out what's better for you.
Yeah. So that's again, you are adapting this West Side or Louis systems for yourself, and you have found what's working for you. And in sport, it's strange. We can talk about Devon Larratt and his style and his super slow twitch muscle groups, super endurable, and he can arm wrestle 24 hours in a row. He can run marathon after that, do 1,000 push-ups. And pull again next day, and probably or after 2 days, and probably will be in the same level. Someone will do like this, or you will do this system, and you will be done for
about a week,
or even more, after marathon or 1,000 push-ups, and then you will not be able to hit your max efforts for maybe 3 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's all individual.
Because like John doesn't warm up, he just goes on table.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
And he doesn't get fired up either. Yeah. Winning or losing, and John's up there like he's some professor studying a new buggy that he discovered or something. He's just turning it around, looking at it. I can't tell if that's a beetle or a moth. What is that? Everybody else is screaming. His opponent's over there getting his arm rubbed and getting slapped in the face.
He's like, "What's for dinner?"
I wonder where my birth certificate is. I think I gotta file taxes this year.
He looks like that. Yeah. There's a lot of guys that.
But should we all learn from that and also not warm up before or get ready or not fire?
It's like we just have one John Berzank.
Yeah, you got to figure out.
We have one Todd Hutchings and we have one Devon Larratt, and everyone is different. So small, I think a lot of people can benefit from West Side Barbell System, but you might need your own tweaks.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Everyone wants that one size fits all.
And
it doesn't exist.
No, it does not. I don't think it does.
No.
There's probably core stuff.
Yeah, there's main things you can do.
There's tactics we all use, but the strategies all have to be customized for yourself.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, you said something about regime and nutrition, something special about your mother. I don't know. You have regime. You sleep for 8 hours, 10 hours. You eat that.
It's just where I'm getting about 6 or 7 hours of sleep.
6, 7, not too much.
And I don't I'm not real worried about my nutrition since I don't have to cut weight anymore, but it's basically clean. I haven't had caffeine in weeks. I haven't had alcohol except for last night. I haven't had alcohol in weeks, and I've been sleeping less, but I wake, before the alarm goes off, I wake up, I go, go drink some orange juice and go lift weights. No, my job's going well, so there's, a lot of personal stuff isn't stressful anymore, and you just go down there and, all right, I got to do I did 105, so today I got to do 107.5. That's one little plate, and that's what we, so I back it off. I go, I try to hit that 107.5 in less than 36 reps, so let's go.
Ray was quite surprised when he came up to your room and didn't find any beer here.
Is Todd Hutchings even here?
I haven't had any beer in a long, long time.
That's good. But yesterday was satisfying.
Yes, it was. I'm on a roll, man.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna keep setting up little kids. I'm gonna keep patting them on the bottom and sending them back to their mama.
Yeah.
Try again, sport.
Good try, buddy.
Good try.
Here's your
You're so cute. You're adorable.
Yeah, that's good. So, what can we say to keep trying to others and
keep trying
and stay strong? Yeah.
This man is still sitting on the
Call your mom. Send your brother next time.
See you next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that was a good one. Oh, and we didn't film it.